Before departure, show your QR code, drive on, turn, and park. Then drive off. MVI Connect. On time, every time. Online ticket purchase encouraged to guarantee your trip. Ticket purchase at dock may be available if space allows.
Celebrating culture, embracing history. It's Culturama 50. Yeah. It's our heritage. That's how we live. Come back with us for the 50th. We're doing it big. Pulsating sounds, masquerading clowns. String on a big drum, we'll be taking over town. Cause we're celebrating culture, embracing history. It's Culturama 50. Culturama will celebrate its 50th anniversary from July 25th to August 6th, 2024. Come join us. Celebrating culture, embracing history. It's Culturama 50. Celebrating culture, embracing history. It's Culturama 50. Yeah.
From the heart of ZIZ Radio comes a political talk show like no other. The Edge, with host Devonne Cornelius giving you his take on the biggest stories happening in governance today. Got something to say? Let's hear it. Give us a call at 869-465-2555, Monday to Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. One solid hour of in-depth analysis of the machinery that makes our country tick. The Edge, cutting into the matters at hand.
Today is Friday, July 19th, 2024, and you're listening to The Edge on ZIZ Radio, 96.1 FM. I'm your host, Devonne Cornelius, and thank you for joining me on the program for today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And if you're listening via our social media platforms, check us out on YouTube at ZIZ Online and via Facebook at ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation. We are also being carried live on our TV channel. Thank you so much for joining me in the program for today. When we open the phone lines a bit later, you can call us at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916 to lend your voice to the conversation for today. It's the end of the week, and I know some of you will be taking the opportunity to, whether it be to rest or to party or whatever you want to do this weekend, but do it responsibly. Whatever you intend to do this weekend, I'm encouraging you to do it responsibly. And as I always do whenever I sign out of the program each day, I encourage people to don't drink and drive, don't text and drive, and please take your time on the road. I want to begin with some news in the area of water. And recently the government, this was on the 18th, government takes a step in addressing water issues with the groundbreaking for a 2 million gallon per day desalination plant. We know over the past few weeks and months there has been talk about a desalination plant. The Prime Minister spoke to it at his last roundtable discussion with members of the media, and how funds have been allocated towards the development of this desalination plant. So, to address the ongoing challenge of water scarcity, largely as a result of a decline in rainfall due to climate change, the government of St. Kitts and Nevis has commenced construction of a seawater reverse osmosis desalination plant at the C.A. Paul Southwell Industrial Site, Bastia, capable of producing 2 million gallons of water daily. Government officials, including the Prime Minister, Dr. Terence Drew, and Minister responsible for water, Conris Maynard, broke ground for the desalination plant during a ceremony held on July 17th. Maynard, in his remarks, said the government is working earnestly to develop additional water sources to ensure the return of 24-hour water supply, or 24 hours supply of safe, potable water for the people. He said, and I quote, "While it may be new for us, there are many established and developed places around the world that have to depend solely on the desalination of water. The science is well understood, the aspects of how it affects the environment are well understood, and so I just want to give the comfort that we have looked at all of these things to ensure that the water quality coming from the desalination plant is par excellence." That is Congress Maynard speaking at the launch ceremony for the desalination plant. Dr. Drew stressed that while the cost of $50 million EC for the desalination plant may be seen as very high, it is one the government must bear to address the fallout associated with climate change. And we know how climate change has been impacting developing states like St. Kitts and Nevis with stronger storms, water scarcity issues, and it's very frustrating when you don't have access to water. And instead of having 24-hour access, you have people who may be having less than that in terms of maybe 8 hours, 12 hours, or what have you, or just under 24 hours of access to clean, potable water. And so it is good to see that this is actively being addressed, and we hope that this gets off of the ground as quickly as possible. The government has assured that additional measures will continue to be explored to ensure that 24-hour supply of potable water can be delivered. This includes the drilling of additional wells across the island, similar to what was recently done in Keon, the construction of new storage reservoirs, an expansion of existing ones, and introducing modern technology to improve efficiency and optimize the use of water resources. Now, on March 18th, that's earlier this year, the government broke ground for the construction of a solar-powered water desalination plant at Canada Estate. That plant, which is near completion, will generate roughly 76,000 gallons of water daily. Prime Minister Drew, in his remarks, ended by expressing gratitude to Minister Maynard and his entire team at the Water Services Department for, quote, carrying out the mandate of delivering 24-hour water supply to the good people of the St. Kitts and Nevis because you deserve it, end of quote. If you're just tuning in, you're listening to The Edge here in ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I'm your host, Devonne Cornelius, and thank you for joining me on the program for today, Friday, July 19th, 2024. It is just 8 minutes past the 11 o'clock hour, and I shared with you that the government recently broke ground for a 2 million gallon per day desalination plant, estimated the cost about $50 million EC dollars. And the Prime Minister has said that this is seen as basically a great investment, as addressing water scarcity should be the business of any administration. Doesn't matter whether it's here in St. Kitts and Nevis or across the region or further afield. And it was interesting to know that there are developed countries in other parts of the world that rely on desalinated water instead of rainfall. They have some countries that go weeks and months without rain, and so having to rely on desalinated water, I don't think that would have been the expectation from countries that are developed. But I think what is necessary has to be done, and this is necessary in terms of providing clean water to our people. And as he mentioned, yes, 50 million EC dollars is a good bit of money. It is a good bit of money, but it is a great investment because you are investing in water and you are investing in the people. It's 11:09. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll continue our conversation here on The Edge, and we'll open the phone lines later, so you can call us at 465-2555 or 577-2916, giving you, of course, an opportunity to call in and lend your voice to the conversation at hand. So let's take a break, and we'll continue our conversation. Stay tuned.
Is unknown. Protect your life, your family, and your valuables from unforeseen circumstances. Let National Caribbean Insurance give you the peace of mind that you so deserve. At NCI, we offer a suite of affordable insurance plans that can be tailored to ease your financial burden. We aim to deliver exceptional products to satisfy all your insurance needs. Whether life, health, motor, or property insurance, NCI has the right solution for you. Our friendly and knowledgeable sales professionals are ready and able to assist you. Let National Caribbean Insurance Company Limited help you to prepare for the unexpected. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
Welcome to a world of care and convenience at FarmCare's newest branch at the Rams Complex Camps. We have on display a wider range of products, ample parking, and more space for your shopping convenience. At FarmCare, we cater for the entire family. For our beloved seniors, we have incontinence products and mobility aids such as wheelchairs, walkers, bath chairs, and more to help ensure their comfort and independence. For the little ones, discover trusted brands like Enfamil and Similac, along with baby care essentials and school supplies. For the energetic and young at heart, explore our health, beauty, and fitness supplies, along with household items. Don't forget about your furry friends. We have pet care supplies and Diamond brand feed. Come visit us today at the Rams Complex Camps and experience the farm care difference.
Hello and welcome back to The Edge in ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I'm your host Devonne Cornelius, and thank you for joining me in the program for today, Friday, July 19th, 2024. We'll open the phone lines shortly and begin taking your calls at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. And remember, we're also streaming via social media, so check us out on YouTube at ZIZ Online or via Facebook at ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation. Again, thank you for joining me. If you're just tuning in, I shared with you that the government recently broke ground for a desalination plant here in Bastia at a cost of $50 million. The Prime Minister has said that this is a great investment. As you know, basically you are investing in people. Now, still on areas of the economy that are absolutely necessary, the Solid Waste Management Corporation is announcing the launch of the Clean a Mile campaign. And so for those people who are very passionate about keeping the country clean, keeping the environment clean, this is for you. And so the campaign is an initiative aimed at enhancing the cleanliness and environmental sustainability of our beautiful island. the Solid Waste Management Corporation invites individuals, organizations, and businesses to join in this crucial endeavor to maintain and improve the environment. So basically, the campaign will feature bi-monthly cleanup events where local organizations, businesses, and community members will cooperate or collaborate to clean designated areas across the island. And so basically what the Solid Waste Management Corporation is doing here, they are calling on the community to come on out and assist in keeping their area clean. The inaugural cleanup event is scheduled for Saturday, July 27th, 2024, with subsequent events planned every other month, including the next on September 28th, 2024. The term mile in this initiative is more than just a measure of distance. It symbolizes our commitment, effort. It symbolizes the Solid Waste Management Corporation's commitment, effort, and impact. While cleaning a physical mile of land is a tangible goal, the broader objective is to instill a deeper sense of ownership, environmental responsibility, and community pride. The campaign is about making miles of progress in our attitudes, behaviors, and community spirit. Why participate? The environmental impact. Help us create a cleaner, healthier environment for everyone. Community engagement. Show your commitment to community service and environmental stewardship. Brand visibility. Participants will have the opportunity to purchase Clean a Mile shirts featuring their logo where applicable, promoting both the campaign and their support for sustainability. And so you may be asking how to get involved. You may contact the Solid Waste Management Corporation, order your shirts. Upon confirmation, details will be provided on how to order a Clean a Mile shirt customized with your organization's logo. These shirts will unify our volunteers and highlight your commitment to a cleaner St. Kitts. Contribute materials. So the corporation is seeking the contributions from participating organizations in the form of materials such as garbage bags, gloves, water, and your support in providing these essential items will be greatly appreciated and acknowledged. And of course, you are encouraged to stay updated. So the corporation will keep all participants informed about the logistics in terms of the different areas that they're going to have the cleanup exercise carried out, and provide necessary information to ensure a smooth and impactful clean-up event. Your participation and contribution will play a crucial role in the success of this campaign and the ongoing efforts to maintain a clean and sustainable environment in our community. It says, together we can make a significant difference and inspire others to join our mission. This is the Solid Waste Management Corporation inviting people here on the island of St. Kitts to join their Clean a Mile journey initiative. And the Clean a Mile initiative is simply aimed at keeping St. Kitts and Nevis, keeping St. Kitts, well, I say St. Kitts because this initiative is launched in St. Kitts, and I hope that the Solid Waste Management will, in Nevis, will do the same. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll continue our conversation here on the program. Stay tuned. And welcome back to the program. We'll open the phone lines now and begin taking your calls at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. Call and lend your voice to the conversation at hand. And so I believe that this initiative is a great one. And as I mentioned earlier, we do have a number of people who call into the program who continue to express their concern over a number of areas in and around Bastia, in and around St. Kitts, that are not kept clean. And so initiatives, or an initiative like this, is a great one aimed at keeping our country clean. And it's not just keeping the country clean for, optics' sake, but it's keeping the country clean in benefiting the environment. We are already suffering tremendously with the harsh effects of climate change, and we can definitely do our part. Although it may seem minor, it may be seen as small, but it is significant in its own way that we are keeping our community clean. Instead of waiting on the corporation or waiting on Parks and Beaches unit or some other entity to come and clean the area for you, why not call up a few people in the neighborhood, in your community, and say, hey, there's this eyesore down there, we need to get this place cleaned. And these things, they go a long way. If it is seen as something, or if it is something that you say, okay, we can take on this project, we can clean this. And perhaps it may be a case where you need some sort of support from the Ministry of Health or from Solid Waste Management Corporation or whatever, then you call and see how best that they can assist. But I believe if it is something in your community that you could clean on your own, that you could address, then I encourage you to do so. And so kudos to the Solid Waste Management Corporation for launching this initiative aimed at keeping St. Kitts clean. It is very distasteful when you walk through Bastia and you see a load of garbage all over the place, or you see a load of garbage in certain areas, and the people consistently go there and they pile up their garbage. They just pile up their garbage. There are people, unfortunately, who would religiously go there and just dump their garbage in certain areas with absolutely no regard for people who live in the area, absolutely no regard for people who are passing through the area, absolutely no regard for the environment. And then what is ironic is that the very same people are going to be the ones who are calling on the authorities to do something about the garbage that is in their area, in their community. And so with an initiative like this, I hope to see positive results in terms of different areas being cleaned. I know that there are groups and organizations, particularly youth groups in St. Kitts and in Nevis, that continue to have cleanup exercises, not just in the community, but in the beaches, particularly in the beaches. But they continue to have these cleanup exercises, keeping our beaches, keeping our communities clean. These things are absolutely necessary and important, and we may not see the impact of it in the short term, but absolutely in the long term. The first major point that the corporation made was the environmental impact, which is absolutely necessary. Imagine being in an area where there is a lot of garbage, a lot of unhealthy fumes or whatever, and you are inhaling all of that every single day. And so that garbage is being stockpiled there. And so, there's a lot of garbage, and you leave room for rodents, rats and cockroaches and all other forms of insects that have no business being in your residential area, because garbage is being just thrown there. And I need to really stop it. There are people who are guilty of it, of dumping their garbage in areas that they ought not to be, and they continue to do so, which is unfortunate. The phone lines are open. We want to hear from you on these two topics that I've raised. The government launching or having the opening ceremony for the construction of a desalination plant, and this cleanup initiative that has been launched by the Solid Waste Management Corporation aimed at keeping St. Kitts clean. So call us at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. We absolutely cannot continue to take these things for granted. And while I'm here saying to people that they need to stop litter and participate in illegal dumping, I'm also going to speak about water as well. And so very soon, according to the government, we would be having desalinated water. That investment would be made. But then you also have people who have absolutely no regard for water and how to use the water. And some would argue that, well, I am paying for it, and so I could use it how I like. And that should not be your thinking. That should not be your thinking. We must always be thinking to conserve water, especially us as small island developing states, because we are, I would say, the hardest hit by climate change, especially with these storms that are getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And you could imagine for those countries that have been devastated by Hurricane Beryl, now they have no access to water, because whenever a hurricane comes, the water services department in that area would have to shut off the water, because you don't want a situation where the water system is contaminated or compromised. And so now water immediately becomes inaccessible. You don't have any access to water. And that is a serious inconvenience. But people must begin to, let me say, have a change of the mindset when it comes to, one, keeping the environment clean, keeping their community clean, and keeping our water conservation. All right. So we should have somebody joining us very shortly from the Solid Waste Management Corporation to provide more details on the Clean a Mile initiative, which is a bi-monthly community cleanup initiative. So for those of you who are interested in participating in this, I would have someone very shortly joining me here in the studios to provide some details on all things that you would need to know. Who should you call? How do you participate? When they're going to start? And all of that. Let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll continue our conversation.
Welcome to a world of care and convenience at FarmCare's newest branch at the Rams Complex Camps. We have on display a wider range of products, ample parking, and more space for your shopping convenience. At FarmCare, we cater for the entire family. For our beloved seniors, we have incontinence products and mobility aids such as wheelchairs, walkers, bath chairs, and more to help ensure their comfort and independence. For the little ones, discover trusted brands like Enfamil and Similac, along with baby care essentials and school supplies. For the energetic and young at heart, explore our health, beauty, and fitness supplies, along with household items. Don't forget about your furry friends. We have pet care supplies and Diamond brand feed. Come visit us today at the Rams Complex Camps and experience the farm care difference.
I ain't got no hurricane safety tips now. Well, Skellett got, and together we can weather the storm. So, check this. Prepare for power outages. Charge devices before a storm strikes. Develop a plan in the event that electricity goes. Learn where and how to shut off your home's electricity. Ensure that there are no trees in the lines near you. If you are experiencing low voltage, turn off the main switch in your home. Do not touch wet appliances. You feel only Nima can give safety tips? Well, Skellett can too. So be sure to stay tuned to Skellett's Facebook page and website for updates about the outages and restoration. For emergencies, our contact numbers are 465-2013, 661-2013, and 600. I repeat, 465-2013, 661-2013, and 600. Remember, with Skelex Hurricane Safety Tips, together we can weather the storm.
Reliable and responsible. Skelex is here for you. Powering our community.
The Nevis Cultural Committee, in conjunction with the Greenhouse Band and Nevis Solid Waste Management Authority, present the Culturama 50 Junior Kaiser Monarch Contest, all happening on Wednesday, July 24th at 7 p.m. at the Nevis Cultural Village. And guess what? The admission is free! Competing will be Lady B, Junior Jazz, Erastus, Chase the Dream, Lego Z, Princess Callie, Dick One, Mighty QJ, Prodigy, Divi, Prince DJ, Princess Ali, Mighty J, Mighty Zen, and the defending monarch, Princess Nevia. The Greenhouse Band will provide musical backing for the Junior Kaisonians. Will a new Junior Kaiser monarch be crowned for Culturama 50, or will Princess Nevia retain the Junior Kaiser title? The C50 Junior Kaiser Monarch Contest promises to be a fierce battle, so go and take advantage of the excitement on Wednesday, July 24th at the Nevis Cultural Village. It's the C50 Greenhouse Band and Nevis Solid Waste Management Authority Junior Kaiser Monarch Contest. Be there to witness history in the making. The Nevis Culturama Committee wishes to thank the Greenhouse Band, Nevis Solid Waste Management Authority, and the Lloyd Williams Foundation for their generous support of the Culturama 50 Junior Kaiser Monarch Contest.
The Canes Family Foundation presents an unforgettable night of music featuring the West Village Quartet Violin Group out of New York City, professional opera singer Allison Buchanan, St. Kitts singing sensation Erica Edwards, child superstar Zazu, and many more surprise musical appearances. This event will be held at ECCB Auditorium at 7 p.m. on Sunday, August 11th. Tickets are $100. For physical tickets, visit Walwyn Corporate Office on Victoria Road. For online tickets, visit events.jad.cash/unforgettable night. For ticket delivery, call 660-4957 or 767-3699. You don't want to miss what will be an unforgettable night of music.
Hello and welcome back to The Edge and ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I'm Devonne Cornelius and we are taking your calls. Call us at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916 as we await representatives from the Solid Waste Management Corporation to join us on the program today to provide more details about the Clean and Mild initiative, that I spoke about earlier, where it is basically encouraging the community to participate in cleaning up of their community. So 465-2555, I think we have our first call for the morning. Caller, good morning, you're on the air.
Yeah, good morning, Devon.
Good morning, how you doing?
I'm doing good. You said don't drink and drive. Could I eat and drive?
I wouldn't advise.
Okay.
Because you might be trying to eat a burger or some soup and you'll get distracted. I wouldn't advise.
Well, I agree with you because I was teaching a man some years ago to drive in his own car. And the first 2 weeks he was doing good. Then the second week he mashed up and rampled up all that he learned. And when I realized what causing him to do that, he had chewing gum in his mouth. So while he got the chewing gum and he concentrating on which teeth to bite it on, he messing up the driving. So I tell him, throw it that. As long as I can teach you to drive, I want to train you in the mouth. And then he get back, he reached back up the way he was doing good. Now let me start here with this desalination plant. In the 90s, the administration at that time, they brought in a desalination plant, and it was all the way down the valley. And the only use it did when you were down there, it was a harboring place for rat, mongoose, and other rodents, and also sea bass. So that there was taxpayers' money down the rest down did nothing. In spite of, well, the water problem never like it is now. Anyway, nothing wrong in investing in something. But right now, the administration, they need to focus on the amount of government buildings that are infested with mold 2 persons in 2 months space of time here right now used to work in the post office, and they get sick from mold. One of them dead this week, and the other one is out afterward. I mean, 2 of them dead, 2 of them dead. Who used to work in the post office as a result of mold. So the government now need to prioritize, number 1, clean the building them from the mold, that they could save people's lives. And when people's lives are saved, then they would be healthy enough to clean up all the garbage and trash. What them worthless, nasty people keep throwing all over the place. It doesn't matter how we talk. For years, people like Rassi Loyex, Jamdong, Alice, me, and other people, we've been complaining about the nastiness all over the place, all in tongue, and nobody seemed to take us on. There was a program on a radio station which we used to call in and talking trash, and they stopped taking calls. And so people start to leg the nastiness. So it ain't nothing new. But anyway, I am asking the authorities, please clean up all the government building them with this mold business, this mold that's overtaking the country. That's all I got to say. Let somebody else get the turn. Thank you, Devon.
All right, caller. Thank you for your contribution to the program. The phone lines remain open, and we take your calls at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. I hear you, caller, in terms of making that one of the priorities, cleaning and checking for mold in not just government offices, but in any office. You check for these things so that your workers, your employees can remain healthy and carry out their functions. But not saying that you suggested that, but not to put water and finding potable water, not to put that on the back burner. That too must be a priority. But if you're saying to add what you've suggested to the list of priorities, then I could absolutely agree with you there, and I could understand where you are coming from. It's 11:38, and you're listening to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. The phone lines are open, and we take your calls at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. I've shared or introduced 2 topics to get your feedback. The desalination plant that the government, there was a launch on the 17th of July, and the plant, on the 17th of July, and the Clean a Mile initiative. I'm hoping to have some representatives from Solid join me very shortly. They told me that they're on their way, but I'm here looking at the clock, and so I'm hoping that they arrive in the next 30 seconds. In the next 30 seconds to provide more details on the Clean a Mile initiative, which is aimed at keeping our community clean. The phone lines are open, and we take your calls, 465-2555. But call, I hear the point that you make, because I think that too is a very serious matter that sometimes people, I would say, don't pay much attention to until it is too late. But providing water to our people is not something that we should second guess. It is not something that we should say, I wonder if I should do this. Providing water to our people is absolutely necessary. I'm not sure if you've had water outages in your area, but you could, if you have, you could possibly speak to the experience and what it has been like for you. You could only imagine how frustrating it is when you wake up and you're ready to, whether it be take a shower or do some laundry or cook some food or whatever you do, and there is no water. That significantly inconveniences you, and nobody wants that. And so anybody who prioritizes providing potable water to its people is something I believe that all of us should absolutely support. But our people must continue to do their part in water conservation. We cannot continue to waste water and then we get appalled when we hear the Water Services Department is rationing water, because much water is not there. But I believe in order for people to proactively and properly save water, it has to be a change of the mindset in terms of saving the water and how we use the water. And the things that we use water for, sometimes I believe are absolutely unnecessary. But it has to be a change of the mindset first before I believe people could grasp this idea of saving water. I believe my guests have arrived, so we'll take a break, and when we come back, we will have a quick conversation with them on the Skin and Mind initiative.
The future is unknown. Protect your life, your family, and your valuables from unforeseen circumstances. Let National Caribbean Insurance give you the peace of mind that you so deserve. At NCI, we offer a suite of affordable insurance plans that can be tailored to ease your financial burden. We aim to deliver exceptional products to satisfy all your insurance needs. Whether life, health, motor, or property insurance, NCI has the right solution for you. Our friendly and knowledgeable sales professionals are ready and able to assist you. Let National Caribbean Insurance Company Limited help you to prepare for the unexpected. We serve, we protect,